Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the mathematics class. In the last video, we had discussed about Pythagoras theorem, converse of Pythagoras theorem, as well as applications of Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Now let us see in some problems how this Pythagoras theorem is useful for us. Okay. So coming to question number 1. A man goes 18 meter due east and then 24 meter due north. Then find the distance from the starting point Okay. Sima, a man goes 18 meter towards east and then 24 meters towards north. So, in general, these are the directions of south and north, and these are east and west. Let O be the starting point. Now man goes 18 meter due east, towards east. Okay, say suppose the man is here and this distance is at 18 meters. And 24 meter due north. 24 meter due north. So from here, after moving a certain distance towards east, now he turned towards north, and the distance he covered is 24 meters. Now let it be the A and let it be the B. And asking you find the distance from the starting point. So starting point is O, and now he is at B, and we need the distance between OB, which gives you the distance between starting point. So clearly, angle A is a right angle, 90 degrees, isn't it? Fine. And this triangle OAB is a right angle triangle. Say suppose OB is equals to x meters. So from triangle OAB, angle A is equals to 90 degrees. Right angle triangle. Answer using Pythagorean theorem. Isn't it? Square of the hypotenuse. OB square is equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides, which is equal to OA square plus OB square. So OB square, which is x square, OA is 18 whole square, and this is 24. OB is equals to OA square plus this is AB square. AB square is 24 whole square. So x square is equals to, what is 18 square? 324. And 24 whole square is 512. 76. Now together if you add them, we'll get 900. So from this x is equals to 30 meters we can say. So x is nothing but OB. Hence the man is at a distance of 30 meters from the starting point. 30 meters from the starting point. Next, see, coming to the next problem. A ladder 10 meters long reaches a window which is 8 meters above the ground. Hence find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. From the base of the wall. See, look at the question once again. A ladder of length 10 meter reaches a window which is 8 meter above the ground. So let it be the ground and let it be the wall, and say that B is the, suppose the position of window, and let it be the ladder. So CB is the ladder. So clearly given ladder length is 10 meters, okay, and window is at 8 meters above the ground. Since this is the ground, let it be the right angle, no? Okay, and AC is nothing but distance between the foot of the ladder and the base of the wall. Say AC is equals to x meters. So first of all, we need to write the details about your diagram. I mean, let AB be the height of the AB be the height of the wall or whatever, and BC is equals to, what is BC? Length of the ladder. BC is equals to length of the ladder, which is 10 meters. Also assume that AC is equals to x meters be the distance between foot of the ladder and base of the wall. Okay. So once again, in triangle BAC, angle A is 90 degrees. So because of right angle, using Pythagoras theorem or Pythagorean theorem, see square of the hypotenuse, which is BC square, is equals to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So BC square is equals to AB square plus AC square. Let us substitute the values, which is 10 square is equals to AB 8 square plus x square. So x square is equals to 100 minus 64. So x square is equals to 36. Actually x can be plus or minus 6, but we cannot take as a negative since x is the distance. Distance never be expressed in negative. Hence we can consider the value of x is 6 meters. Hence foot of the ladder is at a distance of 6 meters from the base of the wall. Okay. So look at this statement now. In an equilateral triangle, prove that 3 times the square of one side is equal to 4 times the square of one of its altitudes. One of its altitudes. So first of all, talking about the equilateral triangle. So let it be the equilateral triangle ABC. And also talking about altitude, no? Let AD be the altitude drawn through A. Drawn through A. So look at this. Let's triangle ABC be an equilateral triangle, an equilateral triangle. Okay, let triangle ABC be an equilateral triangle. Also AD is perpendicular to BC. I mean AD be the altitude. Okay, this is also, let us assume. So now here there are two right angle triangles. So let us see, are they congruent or not? So now from triangle ADB and triangle ABC, both are right angle triangles. So let us try to prove that these two are congruent or not. So what we have here, I can say that AB is equals to AC. AB is equal to AC because of equilateral triangle, no? These are the sides of equilateral triangle. Since triangle ABC is an equilateral. Fine. And moreover, I can say that AD is equals to AD, which is common side, which is common in both. And also I can say that angle ADB, right angle, which is equals to angle ADC. since right angles. Okay, so what we can say, right angle and rest of them are, one is hypotenuse and one is side. So by RHS congruency, what we can say now, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ABC. Both the triangles are congruent. Means according to CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, I can say that BD is equals to DC. BD is equals to DC, and moreover both are equals to half of BC. Can we write it or not? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay, fine. Now from triangle anything you can consider. I want to go with the triangle ADB, and moreover here angle D is 90 degrees. So because of a right angle triangle, I can use Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras, I can write it here, square of the hypotenuse, which is AB square, is equals to BD square plus AD square. We can write it BD square plus AD square, isn't it? So from this, AB square is equals to, now BD we can write it as half of BC. Okay, BD is equal to half of BC. I mean AB square is equals to, this is 1 by 4 BC square plus AD square. And the coming step, my dear, since triangle ABC is an equilateral, all sides are equal. I mean BC is equals to AB, also equals to AC. So that's why now I want to write AB square is equals to 1 by 4 into, instead of BC square, I can also write AB square. Because of equilateral triangle, sides are equal, plus AD square as it is. Now bring this one to this side, is equal to AD square, and AD square is equals to 1 minus 1 by 4, 3 by 4 into AB whole square. Now cross multiplication, 3 into AB whole square is equals to 4 into AD whole square. I mean 3 times of AB. AB is nothing but 3 times of square of one side of an equilateral triangle is equal to the 4 times the square of one of its altitudes. 3AB square is equals to 4 into AD square. Hence proved. Very important theorem. So look at this problem. In an equilateral triangle ABC, capital D is a point on side BC such that BD is equals to 1/3 of BC, then prove that 9AD square is equals to 7AB square. Okay, so once again problem related to an equilateral triangle. So assume that let ABC be an equilateral triangle, and assume that D is a point on BC such that BD is equals to 1/3 of BC. And also please draw the perpendicular one. Say AE is the perpendicular. And now join AD also. Join AD. Right. So see, first of all, what is given? Given triangle ABC is an equilateral, isn't it? An equilateral. Moreover, D is a point on BC such that BD is equals to 1/3 of BC. Okay. So let us see here regarding the construction. So draw AE which is perpendicular to BC, and also join AD. Join AD. Okay, ma? Right. It's a right angle, perpendicular, no? So from triangles AEB and triangle AEC. See, observe these two triangles AEB and AEC. Are they congruent? Let us check whether they are congruent or not. So what we have? First of all, I can write it AB is equals to AC because of sides of equilateral triangle, and moreover angle AEB is equals to angle AEC because of right angle, and AE is common. AE is the common side. So by SAS congruency, we can say that triangle AEB is congruent to triangle AEC. So finally we prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other. So when they are congruent to each other, then I can say that BE is equals to EC because of corresponding parts of congruent triangles, isn't it? So what is given? BD is equals to actually also given that BD is equals to 1/3 of BC. 1/3 of BC, right? Now try to find out about DC length. So DC, how can I write it for DC? From the entire side BC minus BD, we get DC only, isn't it? So DC is equals to, this we can write it DC minus, whereas BD is equals to 1 by 3 into BC, and finally which is equals to 2 by 3 of BC. DC is equals to 2 by 3 of BC. Okay. Now you see this from triangle ABD, from triangle ABD, what we can say, ma? AB square is equals to AE square plus BE square, we can write it. Isn't it? BE square. Fine. AB square is equals to, this is AE square plus BE is nothing but half of entire BC. Half of BC whole square we can write it. I mean AB square is equals to AE square plus 1 by 4 BC square we can write. Or else this is AB square minus 1 by 4 BC, we can also write it as AB, no? Because of equilateral triangle all sides are equal. And from this we can write that AB square is equals to 3 by 4 AB square. AB square is equals to 3 by 4 of AB square. Okay, ma'am. And please see this. Also DE. Also DE can be expressed as BE minus BD. Right? DE is equals to BE minus BD. Now BE is nothing but half of BC, whereas BD is equals to 1/3 of BC, which is already provided for us. Now LCM is clearly 6. I think this is BC, and DE is equals to 1 by 6 of BC we can write. 1 by 6 into BC. Okay, ma'am. Now listen carefully. Now look at this middle small triangle AD. Now from triangle ADE, the small one, where angle AED is equals to 90 degrees. So clearly right angle triangle. So if you apply Pythagoras theorem here, then AD square is equals to AE square plus DE square. AE square plus DE square. Okay. So AD square is equals to AE square value we know, 3 by 4 into AB square plus DE. DE means square we want to 1 by 36 into actually BC square. But you know, since it is an equilateral triangle, AB is equals to BC. So let me want to write this as AB whole square. Right? So AD square is equals to, let us go for LCM. 36 is the LCM. Then 4 here, 9 times 9 into 3, 27 plus 1 together into AB square. And this is AD square is equals to 28 by 36 into AB square. Now 4 here, 7 fours are 28 and 9 fours are 36. So from this cross multiplication we can say that 9 into AD square is equals to 7 into AB square, which is the required condition. So very simple, just by using the concept of Pythagoras theorem. So still there are more beautiful problems based on this Pythagoras theorem and its applications, so which can be discussed furtherly in the coming videos now. Thank you everybody.